We are on episode 5. We've made it somehow, some way. There's been a few issues over the last few weeks. Personal stuff going on, just to let you know. But we're back on track. I'm getting these interviews in. This interview today is a guest who is returning. It's Maddog Angus from TNT Wrestling. He's the announcer there. Absolute joy to get him on again. And we go back and forth. We have a good rapport with one another. Bit of comedy, the back and forth actually. But it feels natural, this one. So it's great to get him back on. So let's get straight into it. This is Maddog Angus, episode 5 on Stu's Wrestling Podcast. It is my esteemed pleasure to have returning on Stu's Wrestling Podcast, Mr. Maddog Angus. How's it going, Mike?
Hey Stu, great to hear from you, mate. How are you?
Not too bad, pal, not too bad. Lovely having you back on, mate. I appreciate this.
Yeah, good to speak to you, no problems at all, dude.
What's been happening, Mike? I think we should maybe talk about TNT, what's been going on show-wise.
Definitely, yeah. We've had Ignition just last week. That was a great show. That's decided. That had Jody Fleisch and in the main event there in a triple threat against El Fantasmo as well. El Fantasmo won that one, so he's going to progress to go and face Ray Phoenix at Supreme Extreme, which is our next show, which is on Thursday, the 18th of April, which is going to be in Fusion in Liverpool, so that's our big show coming up. Yeah. So, you able to get over for that one, dude? You get
I can ask the boss man, mate. We'll see what he says. Hopefully I am there, but, you know, because it's our birthdays that week.
Yeah. That's going to be
but I will try.
It's going to be absolutely sick. You know, we've got Pac, we've got Pentagon Jr., we've got Ray Phoenix, El Fantasmo, and all sorts of other stars over for that one. So it's going to be an absolute cracker.
Chock-a-block.
It is, mate. I'm really looking forward to that. So, and I know the after show party is going to be back with a bang at that one as well. So, so it's going to be a really good night.
Are you at? Did I read correctly? You were at Electric Warehouse for the after party.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah,
I did. I thought I'd read right.
The Crazy House.
Yeah, I know it well, mate. My university days.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, they always look after us in there. And last time we had Tony Storm and Session off doing a conga line round the place. So we'll see what happens this time.
I'm sure it'll be full of incidents again. That's
it, mate. Exactly. So, going from strength to strength at TNT. I've had loads of people messaging me for tickets. If anyone does need tickets, they can contact me on the old Facebook. Yeah. Or just drop me a message and I'll, I can sort them out without booking fees. So, save going for a Ringside World and paying booking fees extra. So,
you can go direct to you, Yeah, and also Jay as well, isn't it? You know, if people know of Jay,
Jay's the man. Yeah, he's the boss man. So feel free to go.
You can hit him up.
Jay or give me a call, whatever you need. Get your tickets sorted though, because this one will sell out, I think. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like I say, go back to that chock-a-block, isn't it? You got some fantastic guys on that one. Some of the best in the biz. So yeah.
Really looking forward to that. So it's going to be great.
I'm going to segue here a little bit, mate, because we didn't touch upon this in the first episode. Just some tips on announcing, mate. How you?
My main tips is to get everyone's names right. Is the first thing.
Yeah.
Make sure you've got you've spoke to the guys beforehand and ladies and got their details, exactly what they want you to say. And you just got to do your best. Make sure you engage with the crowd. Yeah. Have a good laugh. Enjoy yourself out there. And if you do make a mistake, it's bound to happen every now and again. In my first ever show for TNA, TNT, I announced it as TNA.
It's all right, Mike. Well, hey, I suppose just learning.
That's it, exactly.
You learn from it.
You get used to it as well. And you're saying things over and over again. So, a lot of the guys now who I'm working with, I've worked with them a few times, but every show there's somebody new who I've not worked with, so I have a little chat to them, introduce myself, and get their details down and make sure, You want to give him the best announcement you can, don't you? And obviously Davy Starr's the one. You get his full 15 nicknames. If you get that right, you're doing well.
Yeah, you're on course. We like David Starr.
Yeah, I always aim to. When I started, I used to use cards and have everything written down on cards. But
right.
I've stepped away from that now. Since when we worked at the O2, we started working without cards or anything, so I was learning everything prior to the matches. But that you put a bit of pressure on yourself doing that. But as long as you smash it, that's what I think is the true talent. When you're nailing them introductions without having to read off cards and stuff. So
yeah,
I think that separates the good ring announcers from the crap ones, really.
Hey mate, they didn't bloody boo you off, did they, when you said TNA? A bit like when Hogan cocked up. He said the Silverdome, didn't he?
Oh mate, that was one of my favourite botches ever. That was great, wasn't it? In the Silverdome, brother.
Did you get? You didn't get booed by the crowd when you said TNA?
Oh no.
All right.
They have a good bit of banter. We've got a good little gang of crowd there, and that was, to be fair, that was when it was in its infancy in about 2015. So I don't think anyone else even noticed apart from me, to be honest.
They were either drunk, as you say, they didn't notice.
That's it, exactly. Or if they did, no one said anything. The one the other month we had Davy Starr versus El Phantasmo.
Yeah.
And as I was doing Davy Starr's 15 name introduction, El Phantasmo starts dressing me up with his glasses and his jacket. And Davy Starr's looking at me, laughing away. And as he's laughing, he's like, "Have you got this?" I'm like, "Of course I've got it." But I was up to the bit where he's really good on Twitter and missed that one out, and I was like, "Oh no, absolutely ruined me that." That's one of the only things that plays on your mind after. It's like, "Oh no, I forgot he's really good at Twitter." And Davy's like, "You forgot Twitter, I was like, "I know." At least I wasn't reading it. That was from memory, so you can't go wrong with that.
That's it, mate. How do you keep the full attention of the crowd? But obviously, that question's a bit. Yeah, how do you keep the attention of the crowd and?
Oh mate, I'm just what I'm like. I'm a lively person. I'm active in the ring. I'm bantering. I'm keeping everyone's attention, loud. So what I've got to say is important for what's going to happen in the show. So. If you're not listening to me, you're missing something important, And the way we do it at the moment at TNT is we keeping it down to the bare minimum of talking. It's all about the wrestling,
of course.
So we might have a little bit of might have to mention the raffle or whatever, but apart from that, it's it's straight into it. Oh, you love that match.
Yeah.
Here we go. Look what we've got coming up next. Boom! It's this. Smash the place out,
Where are you? Where would you be looking to improve if you're announcing? If you need to improve.
You know what? I think just making sure I've got my notes down. It's better if you're organised beforehand. You know what matches are coming up on the card. You know who you're working with. You know where they're going with the storylines, because obviously you've got to announce your heel and face in a different way slightly. And just the more you know about your product and what you're doing and what the guys are doing, the better you'll be, if you can have a bit of interaction with them, if they want to do that, just go with it and see what happens.
Yeah. Have you
Unless it's that Pitbull, by the way.
Sorry.
That Pitbull. Are you familiar with him?
No of him, because obviously he's done stuff up in at Britannia.
Well, yeah, he's got some sort of issue with me, mate. I tell you, anytime we're on Wrestle Island, he's always after me. Well, so I'm ring announcing, or the other month I won the award for best ring announcer MC in the UK, and I was accepting my award in the ring to send the video over to the guys, and he came out and said, "Don't you turn your back on me," and threw me across the ring for no reason.
Was that in character, or has he done that just as himself?
I think he's just a nasty little bastard,
What? Well. There's no place for it in the business then, is there?
Exactly, yeah, and the commentary team said that at the time. I look back to see it back on the DVD, see what was said, but
yeah,
you can check it out on my Facebook page.
I'll have a nosy at that, mate.
Maddog Angus, check it out, see what you think.
Nice,
shocking behaviour.
And
the little lad was there in the crowd as well.
Nice little plug there, Mike. Well done there. You got that one in, didn't you?
That's what we're here for, mate.
Oh, but I mean, he's been in the business many years. Like,
no, I'm sure he was just playing to the crowd. But we'll see at the next
yeah,
show.
yeah, of course.
See what happens. I might have to have a little word with him, to be honest.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm not a little guy myself, you know.
Well, I know that, mate. And also, you'd be getting out that bloody suit if he carries it on.
Well, that's it. Well, Baron Corbin wrestles in a waistcoat, doesn't he? So, you know.
Yeah, you know, keep the waistcoat on, mate. Just as long as you don't look like you're at the Crucible for the snooker, mate, you'll be all right.
Hey, well, exactly. That's happened a few times. I had the old tux when I first started.
Yeah.
But a few different suits now. Like, obviously, that's one of the other things there. If you're ring announcing, get yourself some nice gear.
That's it, mate. That's it. You know, it's all about your appearance. It's all about your appearance, I'm sure, isn't it? That's that's the key thing with it.
Yeah. So, what about yourself, Stu? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Obviously just getting more of these episodes together. Mithering people to come on. Tried one with Max Davis last night, our referee up in Britannia, and obviously your referee for TNT. But we had some issues.
Yeah, of course.
We've had some
best bailer in the UK, isn't he?
Yeah, we've had
chip-ins.
We've had some issues with the recording though.
Oh, nightmare.
So he said, "Look, it's fine. We've had a test run. Don't worry about it." He told me last night.
It's because he's out in the hills, isn't it?
Well, that's it, mate. That's it. No, he probably won't want to come on now, and I've agreed with that.
He'll be fine.
But yeah,
he's a good lad.
It was a good. We'll do it again. It really. What we were talking about was very good. And obviously, it's just getting different people at grassroots level on the show. I'm not just after wrestlers. I want all the different personalities and all people like yourself ring announcing. You don't hear from.
Mate, there's so many great people in the industry who are who are passionate about wrestling and know a lot about it. And,
yeah.
Those people as well. They're not the stars, but as well they're there. And they see what happens. And they're passionate about the business, and that's what you need. So
that was very much what you've just said there. Sorry, I keep butting in. That was very much akin to what he was saying last night. The talent is there first and foremost, isn't it? And that's what the fans come to see. But it's everyone backstage. It's all of you as a collective.
Exactly. For it to be a good show, it's all got to come together.
Yeah.
And you need it to work.
And that's what us fans miss. Sometimes I think.
Yeah, but I reckon if you showed up to a show and the ring wasn't set up and stuff, you'd know straight away, hang on, what's going on here? Or, if there's no one on merch or anything and it's like, there's two people on tickets and it's all going tits up, that's not an organised show.
many spokes in the wheel, Mike, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, mate. I try and, when I get to the show, my first thing to do is meet up with everybody, talent liaison, make sure I have a chat to everybody, get all the details down, and then as soon as we open the doors, I run the VIP bit at the start.
Yeah.
Make sure that's all going smooth.
Yeah.
Aces in places, make sure you've got your ring guys, make sure you've got all your talents who are doing photos ready.
Yeah.
Make sure the man, Tony Knox, is ready to take them pictures.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's it.
Make sure you just want the show to run smooth, and that takes a lot of pressure off everyone if you run into time. If everything's organised, if everyone's there, you tend to find a lot of time wrestlers can get caught in traffic jams if they're coming from, different cities and stuff. So sometimes you have to change the show on the fly and, rearrange the card and stuff from how you're at it. But as long as the fans don't know and it all seems to come together, that's what matters, and you want a smooth running show, you want it to be seamless. So that's how we go for it.
How early do you turn up at Fusion then? Obviously to do all this.
Normally we open the doors for VIP at 6. Most of the time I'll be heading over for 2 or 3 normally.
Yeah.
It depends if I'm going in my to help set up the ring or anything else like that needs doing beforehand, or if I'm just going straight to ring announce. I'm able to show up a little bit later, but we always arrange that in advance.
Yeah.
And we've got a decent ring crew at the moment. So they get that all set up before I'm even there sometimes. So, but if I can help, I will. So get involved. The more stuff you can do to help, the more the better it is.
Are they all local, your ring crew, or are they coming from further afield?
We're getting people from all over the show now, actually, to be fair. A lot of the guys from the world who, are working their way up through the industry. People from Manchester, a lot of Liverpool people as well. But, we've got a decent crew at the moment.
Well, that's good, man.
They all work hard, so...
Yeah, of course. No, very, very good, mate. Have you got any advice? I'm going back off here a bit. Have you got any advice for budding announcers, like young people who want to go into announcing?
Yeah, well, I've spoken to a couple of people recently who are looking at it. It's looking what other people are doing. Before I started doing it, I'd already been to a lot of wrestling shows. I'd seen people like Tony Schimmel, The Fink. I've seen loads of ring announcers before. I used to see I liked Billy Kirkwood from ICW. He's good banter, and I believe it's Richard Parker who does PCW shows.
Yeah,
I've been to quite a few of them in the past before I started doing it, and it's just engaging with the crowd, having a bit of banter, but not going OTT, and just if you're loud and if you're passionate about it, people can tell. They know if you're not enjoying it, or you're not feeling it, the crowd can tell straight away. And they're not gonna enjoy it. But I love what I'm doing, and I think that comes through my work, so you can see.
Yeah, you are brilliant, if I do say so myself.
The next one, I just can't wait for that. It's gonna be something else, and it'll be you can tell how excited I am sometimes when I'm in the ring. Yeah. If I'm going up onto the top rope to announce a match,
What does Jay say when you do that though? Does he have panic on him, or does he just let you do whatever?
Oh no, he keeps me reined in. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say,
if I'm going off on a tangent somewhere, like telling stories about one of my mates or something to the fans, it's if they're enjoying it, he enjoys it. But half the time, it's just stick to the topic, Maddog. So I do most of the time. Because
I'll tell you something. I won't be if you fall, I'm not bloody rolling in that ring, because I'll end up tripping over the rope or something, to cover you.
Oh mate, I'm fine. I'll land it.
All right, okay. All right, and that's fine. That's fine.
I've been to All-Star Wrestling with Dean Allmark. He's the best coach in the country.
Right. Okay. Yeah. If
I'd had me car crash the other year, I might have been wrestling by now. You never know.
You can take a bump.
That's it, exactly. Yeah. I can. It's my forward roll that lets me down.
Oh. So Mike, how was Vegas?
Oh mate, yeah, we went to Vegas, me and the Four Horsemen. Yeah. We're all Four Horsemen, went to Vegas. We had a brilliant time. I did sneak me Nature Boy outfit into me hand luggage, so when the guys were all asleep on the plane on the 9-hour flight, I put the Nature Boy outfit on and was strutting and wooing about the plane, woke everyone up.
What did the cabin crew have to say?
They loved it.
Did they? Oh, that's amazing.
They all wanted photos with us and everything. So good banter.
I presume you had underpants on underneath, mate.
Oh yeah, no.
Right, okay. I thought you
on this time. It's been out a few times, that Nature Boy outfit. I'll have to put its chronicled story up onto my Facebook. It's I made it a few years ago for a fancy dress party, but it's been to TNA Impact when the Nature's been on, actually. And it's been around for a few years, that outfit. It's been one of the longest running fancy dresses I've had, that.
Yeah.
The Nature.
Oh.
Yeah. And we rocked up to Vegas. We were in New York hotel, so that was class.
Yeah.
A little bit of gambling, bit of drinking.
Yeah.
Some women.
What was that?
Some women.
Women?
Yeah, a couple. That's a bit of a Royal Rumble 92 quote, that one from the Nature.
Yeah.
But no, we had a great time. We went to the Vegas side, went around all the hotels, went to a few nice restaurants, and while we were there, we hired a car and drove down to LA as well. Went to the Staples Center in downtown LA, and popped to Hollywood as well. Did the Walk of Fame on the Stars.
How far away is LA from there, then, mate?
It's about 4 hours.
Right, okay. I thought you were going to say shorter than that.
No, the legend that is Texas Pete opted to drive, so he drove us down from and it was snowing in Vegas, would you believe, while we were there.
You are joking.
No, it was snow. It was the first time it snowed in 8 years, they were saying. And all the staff in the places were out filming it and stuff. So, it just was the first 2 days it was snowing.
No
it was
way.
when we had that little heat wave here.
Yeah.
Vegas, and it was snowing.
You couldn't write it, could you?
Exactly. So when we drove down to LA, it was actually snowing as we went over the mountains.
Yeah.
And you take the I-15 down to LA, and we stopped at Peggy Sue's 50s diner. Got some retro diner food, and then it was snowing all the way. When we got to LA, it was sunny, so that was nice. We went to the Rainbow on Sunset Boulevard, which is the where Lemmy used to drink.
Right.
And they've got his statue there, so we went and saw that.
Nice touch.
And we did a little pilgrimage there, and obviously they've got the Hollywood Vampires lair upstairs there as well.
Right.
That's where the Hollywood Vampires meet. So we popped into that, a few beers in there, and then we were lucky driving back because the motorway had been shut, or the freeway they call it. It was shut all day because of the snow. And when we drove back, because it was late at night, it was fine. It was back on track, open again. And then the weather was nice for the rest of the week, so it was good.
Good stuff, mate. I didn't realise you'd done LA. I'd obviously seen that you'd gone to Vegas. That's brill. Good stuff.
Course, yeah.
Good stuff, mate.
Pop to the MGM Grand. That's where they're holding the AEW show, isn't it?
Right. Okay.
A few of my friends are going over for that. That should be
wow.
That should be really good.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, that'll be epic. They've got big ideas, and I'm sure they'll do well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cody Rhodes is a great guy. When we met him the other month, he was just everything he does. He's professional, and he's learned from his time in WWE, and he knows exactly what he's doing. So I believe anything that he's running will be a
success,
top notch.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Mate, what happened in Guy Fieri's place with them nachos as well?
Oh, mate, Guy Fieri's was great.
What was he playing at?
Trash can nachos there. That's the thing to go for, the trash can nachos.
Yeah.
One of the best starters I've ever had.
Why didn't it stay upright? That's what I want to know.
Oh, mate, you have to watch the video. Have you not seen the video?
Yeah, no, I've seen the video, yeah.
That cheese sauce holds them up.
The second one stayed up.
Oh, that stayed up better, didn't it?
Yeah.
If you watch it on his, there's a couple of videos online of it. I'll have to send it over to you. But he's done some crackers with them where they stay standing and all that. They were really good. Yeah, the little fella spilt off Airstones, didn't he?
yeah. And all I can hear it is you.
On the table.
It was you chanting him, wasn't it? It wasn't one of the other lads.
Oh yeah, it was me. Yeah, what was it? I said something mad.
Let's go Nacho, innit?
Let's go Nacho.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Nacho
man. Mike, congratulations as well on the Independent Wrestling Award Announcer of the Year.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah.
I voted.
Somebody voted for me as well. A real honour that everyone took the time to vote for me for that. So awesome.
I voted for you, mate. So.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem, mate. Not a problem.
That's what counts, man. And the more things I've just recently changed jobs, so I am available for a few more bookings now. So if anyone wants to needs a competent ring announcer to come and ring announce their shows, feel free to get in touch with me. So I've done most recently as well. We did Comic Con the other week. That was good. Yeah,
do you know what? I forgot about that. So yeah. Hit the listeners with Comic Con, mate. I know that went in Liverpool.
Epic, really good day. Loads of great cosplay outfits and everything.
Yeah.
We rocked up, and there was a lot of Power Rangers there. A lot of the original Power Rangers, and they must have done. How many series of Power Rangers have they done? There was a couple from every series, I think, there. So it was a lot of Power Rangers. But I went to see one person, and that was the icon Sting.
How was Sting?
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Great guy. He's a lot more private than some of the wrestlers.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, I think, because it keeps a bit of mystique about him, and everything he says was just spot on. He was good. He was good banter. There was one moment where a guy asked him a question, and the guy was, I think, working for the show and was obviously trying to find the next person he was going to ask the question. Sting was like, "Did you hear what my answer was?" And I was like, "No, Sting. I'm sorry, Sting."
Oh no.
Yeah, but I bumped into SoCal Val while we were there.
I did see.
Interview with Val for Fight TV.
Yeah. So that was good.
Yeah, she's lovely, Val. Yeah, she's a really great person, and we went for a couple of drinks with Val and her husband Al as well afterwards, and with the guys from Wrestling Travel, Lee McAteer and Ross Orcott. They're building up that enterprise, taking people over to WrestleMania, and 2 other big wrestling shows.
Of course.
So that's another good thing to keep your eye on if you're thinking of travelling to any shows in the States as well. Those guys are really providing a great service there, from what I can see. So.
Yeah, man. Good that you got on. Good exposure for your Fight TV, mate.
Oh, it's great to chat to people in the industry, and Val obviously worked in it for a long time and knows exactly what she's talking about.
Yeah.
We went to the hotel bar and had a couple of drinks afterwards, and while we're there, Sting came over and said hello to her and everything. So when you see people like that interacting with each other and know each other, it's great. So
yeah.
Good to see there's some camaraderie in the business still. Because some of the wrestlers will go home straight after the show. And others will be we're up for a bit of banter and a good laugh, and a few drinks or whatever. But it's just that you never know how people are going to be, do you?
Are you okay with them like sodding off, or do you think they should be?
Oh yeah, no, fair play. There's people who come from Scotland to work on our shows and are in work the next morning.
Yeah.
So damn right, you do your match, and get yourself home. Thanks so much for coming.
Yeah.
But I think if you come to a show and you've come from 5 minutes away or whatever, and you can get back afterwards, you might as well stay out and sit, meet your fans and everything.
Yeah.
I just think, that's what I always try and do anyway.
So, Mike, we didn't really touch on it last time. We did talk about St. Valentine's Day Massacre, but maybe if we could extend on pay-per-views that you liked, maybe like years ago, maybe more current, more...
Of course. Well, I used to, when I was little, we used to get videos from the video shop at the top of the road.
Yeah.
And the first couple I got was, there was a Hulkamania anthology one, which was quite good, which got me into it at first.
Yeah.
And then I got WrestleMania 4 and 5 they had at the time in the DVD shop.
Yeah.
So 4 was a DVD shop, video shop. It was a VHS. It was 2 VHSs. So I think I got that because it was still the same price, but you got 2. So it was like, oh great, so I'll get that double VHS for the weekend.
Take them to the cleaners, I say. If you're getting 2,
That's
mate.
it.
If you're getting
Exactly.
2, but utilise the fact that you've taken 2, and yeah.
That's it. You see, I knew it even then.
Especially when...
Yeah. So the tournament is one of my favourites. WrestleMania 4.
Right.
Obviously, no spoilers, but yeah, it was great.
It was a good.
A great little tournament. I love that, and I liked how many matches they had. They had a decent roster then, and everybody had a match, even if it was an entrance and then a 1-minute match. It was on there still,
Yeah,
Everyone had the shit in, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it was just great. And WrestleMania 5 as well. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And then I really started paying a lot more attention around after watching them videos. And then I must have had 1992 Year in Review was one of my favourite videos I had when I was little, and that's just got loads of great bits on it. It's got the Rockers split on it.
Yeah, it was good. I remember being at my cousin's house watching that Superstars.
Yeah.
I remember being in shock.
Oh mate, that's just such a great angle. That, and I love watching that still now. And Marty Jannetty's over in the UK in a couple of months, isn't he?
Yeah, I've got Marty on Facebook. I'd noticed.
We messaged him. Matty is a good friend with him, and messaged him on Facebook to see if he wanted to catch up for a beer. But I think he's on tour at the moment, so we didn't end up meeting up with him. But when he's over in Liverpool, obviously we'll go for a bevy with him.
Yeah, definitely. He's good fun, isn't he?
Oh yeah, definitely. And I hope you don't always get the full story, but I hope WWE help him out with his foot. I've heard he's hurt one of his ankles quite badly.
Well, you'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
Well, I think they've been really good over the last couple of years, helping, like Razor and Sonny, obviously, with their issues or whatever. But I think, like physical injuries as well are another thing. You need to look after the people who've, gone before, don't you? So hopefully they'll help help him out or whatever. But yeah, it should be good. That's the For Love of Wrestling convention, which is April 27th, 28th, I believe, at the ECC, is it the convention centre?
Yeah, I noticed when I was last up that way. I was there the night before the last TNT, not Ignition. You know your full one.
Oh yes, yeah, that was when I was in Vegas. Unfortunately, I missed that show. That was
yeah,
that was when I was away. So yeah, I missed that one.
I noticed the convention centre on the front. I'd never noticed it before.
Yeah, it's really good. That's where the Comic Con was the other week.
Yeah,
and they've got the Pullman Hotel attached to it, and it ran really smoothly. That event, actually, I was very impressed. Monopoly Events, I think it was, who ran that.
Right,
okay. I've not been to one of their things before, but yeah, it ran really smoothly. Yeah,
good.
It was a good day. Everyone had a good time. So
yeah, a good precursor actually, from what you're telling me, for the Love of Wrestling going in there. Then the Comic Con.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought when I went. So obviously, hopefully, the wrestling will be great as well. I know they've got a Future Shock show on in the evening on the Saturday.
Right.
A bit of an after party. And then the man himself, Taker's there on the Sunday. So, I think he might have been added to the Saturday now as well. But I've never met Undertaker before, so I'm going to meet him. So
well, if I wasn't getting married and what have you, I would have treated Gary Palmer to go and see him, because my old man's always wanted to go and meet him.
Oh yeah.
But obviously, money and what have you. So it will happen in years to come. But yeah, that's one that Dad would love to meet, Taker.
Oh, it'd be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So, Taker's there. There's a few, I've been around wrestling for quite a long time. I've been to WrestleMania 23, which was in Detroit. I went to that, and I travelled on my own to that one just to see what it was like. And because when you travel on your own, you get access to places that you wouldn't if there was a group of you. I ended up in a bar after the Hall of Fame, drinking with Michael P.S. Hayes, and I had a few beers with him and his wife, got introduced to his wife and everything, and it was great. What
happened? What took place that evening?
Oh, it was just we built the Hall of Fame, and it was in Detroit at the Fox Theatre, and I just dived into a little bar afterwards. And then within 10-15 minutes, a few of the guys came in. It was mainly the referees and a few agents and stuff. And then Michael Hayes came in, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's Michael Hayes!"
What did he have to say, Mike?
Mate, he was great. He was really nice. He was very friendly.
Yeah.
You don't want to. People they're going out for a drink to have their dinner or whatever. You don't want to impose on them. But I was at the bar. I said to him, "Can I get you a drink?" And he goes, "Oh no, kid, I'm getting a bottle of Jack Daniels. I'll get it myself." and you know what? He was such a nice guy. I just said, "Oh, I've come over from England, from Liverpool, England," and he was chatting away. And he bought himself some sort of sharing platter thing for his dinner. He's like, "Do you want some ribs, kid?" I was like, giving me his food. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Oh, it's good when you get access to him like that, isn't it?
Yeah, so he's, a lot of people in the industry, they are great. They're absolute legends, and, if you've got a story to tell them, they're happy to sit and have a listen, and obviously, when you talk to them, you sit under the learning tree, don't you, and listen to what they've got to say.
Absolutely.
Yeah, another time I went down to that wrestling convention they did in London in 2015,
yeah,
and I was lucky enough and I thought, if I'm going to go to this, I might as well enjoy it. I'll stay in the same hotel it's in, and then I don't have to go trekking all over the place,
Yeah.
I'm there for the convention, I'll stay in the hotel. But as it was, all of the wrestlers were staying in the hotel as well.
Yeah.
So when I'm at the bar, all the guys had took the bar over, and it was David Heath, Gangrel, who called me over and said, "Oh, do you want to come and sit with us?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh yeah," I said that'd be great. And obviously, from All Star, I know Dean Allmark and Terence Lewis, and I said, and Terry had said, "Oh, if you see Gangrel at this, make sure you tell him I said hi." So I said, "Oh, Terry Tyson said to say hello," and he's like, "Oh, Terry, I used to live in Birkenhead and all that, so then you get all the stories.
It just extends, doesn't it?
Stuff.
You can extend it, one little sentence, and then you got a story then, haven't you?
That's it. And you know what? They're all great, and they were having a brilliant time. The only person who was a bit off was Alberto Del Rio.
Yeah, I remember you telling me this.
he just wasn't very friendly
No.
at all on the first day when I was there.
Now,
and then on the second day, he actually came up to me and was like, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't feeling too great yesterday. I've got a terrible hay fever."
he
like, what the hell?
When we were in, I'm trying to think where we were. It would have been New Orleans, right? For 30, he had parked. He'd parked up at our hotel. He'd used the valet.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, he was there with his missus at the time. Obviously, he'd had the kids with. He acknowledged us because we were coming back to the hotel, and he acknowledged us. He said, "Hey guys," and all that. He was quite. It was only brief.
Yeah.
But he was all right. He was all right that day outside the hotel. But I had heard stories about him. You know, I think like you say, it's just when you catch him sometimes.
That's it. I think if you catch people on a bad day, and also, you know, if you don't want to disturb people, but I mean, if I bought him a drink anyway, he was fine then.
Yeah, you got through.
Barry Darso, smash out of Demolition, was one of the nicest guys there. I was just sitting chatting to them all, and they had some great stories to tell and everything. But Barry Darso, I had a little sit down with him for 10 minutes, just having a little chat, and he was such a nice guy. He was just telling me all about his time in the industry, and you know, all the stuff he'd done. Yeah. Obviously, he was the repo man as well.
I think I scared him when I met him, you know.
Did you?
Yeah. Billy Eady was bloody brilliant with me. I don't know whether he was having an off day, Barry Darso. But I am a bit intense sometimes.
Oh yeah, well there you have it.
So
yeah, he's just a nice fella, and the Nasty Boys were on top form.
Yeah, I can well imagine.
They were causing absolute chaos. They were really good bands though. And it was just nice to see them all. It was nice to see the fact that they're all mates. You know, they're all buddies.
Still years later.
Together for years. And, you know, they're all good mates.
Yeah.
Brett was there, and him and Nobs were having a good bit of banter. So it was just nice to see, you know, that they all get along and everything. It's, you know, it is a brotherhood, really, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
I just enjoy meeting them outside the ring as well as watching what they do. It's great to meet them, and you know, they're such personalities. It's you know, I always buy them a drink, and you know, everyone's there for a laugh, aren't they? At the end of the day, you know. We
idolised the Mike. Do you know what I mean? But going back to that, they were travelling. You think for them all still to be mates now, but back in them days when it was, I don't know, was it 300 days on the road? For them all still to be friends is a hell of a thing, isn't it?
Well, definitely. That's
you know, it was a lot more intense, I think. I know they have a heavy schedule now, especially WWE, but I think it was, you know, it was more so back then because they were doing like two events, weren't they, a day some days, 2 shows.
That's it. It was just so uber organised as well, though, wasn't it? You know.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, but they've all the ones you see now at these conventions, they've been doing it their whole lives, and it's like absolute legends, a lot of them.
And you know, it's good. It's good that they're nice to us, like, you know.
Yeah, because they don't need to be. They don't need to talk to people. But at the end of the day, you know, they always say they do it for the fans, and that's it. You know, if you're polite to them, you have a good laugh with them, and you sound yourself, and you know, get them a drink in or whatever, then I'm sure a lot of them will take the time to have a chat to you. You know what I mean? And if they don't want to, that's, you know, respect them for that. That's their choice, isn't it?
How have you found the WrestleMania, the road to WrestleMania? What you thought?
This year's, I've only caught up on highlights, really.
Yeah.
Watching the show. I believe it's in the Easter holidays again, which is good. So my son will probably watch it with us.
Oh, nice.
He watched last year. Yeah, he's not a huge fan, but he watches a bit, you know, with his old man.
That's right. Hey, that's it. He'll be the next generation, Mike.
That's it. Yeah.
That's what we've got to keep it. We've got to keep it going. Tell you.
Yeah, you know what I feel this year? I feel like the road to WrestleMania has been a bit longer than some years, and I don't know if. I'm not sure about where they've been going with some of the stories.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll all come together.
I'm of the thinking on the night. I think it's going to deliver, because sometimes when you don't expect it to deliver, it coagulates and it, you know, something. I've got a funny feeling. I've known it like years before when we've flown out there, and you're a bit like, how's it going to be? How's it going to be? I really think it's going to, like, why, you know, they're all moaning about Kurt Angle facing Corbin. I don't think that's necessarily wrong that he's facing Corbin. He's obviously passing a torch onto him. They've had a programme together.
it would make sense for him to face Corbin, but I'm not necessarily sure that's where they're going with it. I think there could be a swerve yet on that.
Do you?
Yeah. I could see him facing who everyone wants him to face.
Who's that, Mike?
Well, I think everyone's begging for it to be John Cena.
Well, yeah, so I've read, mate. But, some of these fans, I tell you. But you're allowed your opinion, aren't you? That's it.
It's the same people who've booed Cena every year of his career who wanted to come back and face Kurt Angle at Mania.
More faces than the town hall clock, if you ask me. But, do you know what I mean?
That's it. Everyone's got their opinions, though, and you've got to respect them for that.
I mean...
I personally have seen Kurt have a lot of great matches.
Oh, mate, he's incredible. Obviously, he's had to slow it down a bit now with age, but yeah, sorry, mate, jumped in.
I don't want to carry on, mate, with the injuries he's had, though, where it's a testament to him that he's carried on when he hasn't needed to, and yet he's still, smashing out them great matches. You can see how hard he tries. Even if the old body doesn't always deliver, he's doing the best he can, and he's still putting on cracking matches.
Oh, mate, he's brilliant. He is. It was a pleasure meeting him. That was New Orleans, actually. That was at WrestleCon, but that was the worst organised WrestleCon ever. There was mega issues with that one.
Oh, nightmare! If you're putting on a convention, it's got to be super organised.
It was too small, mate. The venue, it was ridiculous.
Was it? Yeah. How many did they have in there?
I don't know offhand, mate, but they learnt the hard way. I wrote a message in, to the people that were running it.
Yeah.
I told them where they went wrong. Anyway, following year, when we were in California, when we were in San Jose and San Fran, it was in a hotel, and there was plenty of room, and it was brilliant. The following year, they really atoned for their error.
That's it. Well, you learn from your mistakes, don't you? That one they did down in London, the PSI one, I know there are a few issues. It was mainly due to the photo scheduling, just the way it had been scheduled and stuff, and the way they had people queuing to have photos of tables, but then were taking them for photo ops and stuff. It just, they hadn't quite worked that out perfectly, really.
I think WrestleCon have stuck with hotels now, because that was just like, I can't remember what the name of that building was in New Orleans, but... Yeah, they seem to just do hotels because of the size of the hotels. They do it in like a main hall in the hotel now. Yeah,
they have a lot of space in their auditoriums are better, aren't they? But
they've learned from that, because it was an absolute. I messaged him and I wasn't trying to be awkward or anything. I was trying to be constructive.
You've got to tell them though, and anything like that. Obviously, the year later they've learned from it and smashed it out.
Absolutely, mate. And I'm sure I was one of hundreds that's probably contacted them, and they got back to me. But I mean, it was 5 years ago now. It was a long time ago. But yeah.
Well, hopefully this year's one will run smooth.
I bet it will. My issue in New York and that.
Go on.
It's too spread. The events are too spread out. You've got to do a lot.
Yeah, that's what a couple of people have said that to me. I was tempted to go next year because it's in Tampa Bay.
Oh, mate, how good's that going to be?
My son had taken to Orlando, so maybe next year will be the one, and we'll go to Mania and we'll go to Orlando as well. So that's what I'm thinking. But
try and get a pass off the missus, but I don't know,
Hey, well, there you have it. I was going to say as well, if anyone's over in New York for Mania, I know SoCal Val was doing her shenanigans with Kevin Nash again this year.
So, right, okay, yeah.
That sounds like a really good event.
Yeah.
If I was over in the States, I'd be heading to that.
There is so many, they put so many events on now. It is crazy. Obviously all the independents, you'll know this anyway. The scheduling now compared to even 4 or 5 years ago, there's so much going on. There's hundreds of things going on.
Yeah, you never know, TNT might be there next year. We'll have to see.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate, that'll be bloody amazing. I hope so.
Be nice to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would, mate. It would. That'd get you
an international show.
Progressive ran shows over there, mate, aren't they? You can't,
exactly.
You can do it.
But I think they're a year or two ahead of us.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but we'll catch them though one day.
I can see it, mate. Honestly, I think that's the next. That'll be the next thing, America, mate.
You never know, could happen, buddy. Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I just wanted to ask you. So who would you want to meet if you could meet any wrestlers now? Who would you want to meet?
You're turning me into interviewee now, aren't you?
Yeah.
On my own show.
People want to know. They need the opinions.
Right, background. Repeat that. Sorry, just so I don't get it wrong.
So talking about conventions, who would you most want to meet? Like out of all the legends and stars.
Obviously, all right.
Who have you not met, and who would you like to meet?
I'll echo it again, Mike, Mr. Angus. Yeah. I will echo it. Take us up there, but that'd be to do it with my dad. I'd like to meet Joe Hennick. What the hell? What's his name? Animal. I'd like to meet Animal.
Oh yeah, Joe Laurinaitis. Yeah.
I was gonna say, bloody Mike then. He's
nice. He's really sound, Animal, actually. Yeah.
I don't know why I forgot his surname. You know me, mate. I'm well versed on me. But yeah, I'd like to meet Joe Laurinaitis, definitely. Who else, man? Do you know who I haven't met? He was busy. There was a queue. I think this was in New York, but it was when he was just starting to do the DDP yoga. So he was beside DDP, obviously. Jake Roberts.
Oh yeah, I met Jake Roberts in about 2000 at an All-Star show.
Did you, yeah?
And I think he was having a bit of a tough time at the time, but he was still that aura about him. He was such a legend, Jake Roberts.
Who else, man? It's so hard to. There'll be a fair few. You know, I've met Flair. That was a good one. Michaels to a certain extent, but I was Brett when I. X-Pac I'd like to meet.
Oh yeah, hey, I tell you, I've got a funny story about X-Pac. When we were in Miami, after the Hall of Fame there, I managed to, because I wore my smart suit, I went to I found the hotel they were staying, and all the fans were queued up outside waiting for autographs, but I just walked straight in, had my suit on and went to the bar, so I started getting a few drinks in, and X-Pac came up to me and went, "Hey man, where are the prawns?" And I was like, "Oh, pardon, Sean, what was that?" "Where are the prawns?" And I was like, "Oh, I've got no idea what you're talking about." And then, basically the buffet had just been cleared away.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get some prawns for his lunch.
Oh,
like,
no.
What's going on? He just came up to me. I was in the bar getting a bevy, and he's like, "Hey, dude,
we were getting our flight back home in 2015, and I tell you now, his missus at the time. Him and his missus were in the airport terminal, going absolutely ballistic at one another. I said to me mate Dowie, I said, "I'll go and speak to him in a minute." I left the mic. That wasn't the time to go and ask him for a photo and a bit of a chat.
Oh, definitely.
They were having a full on blazing row in the terminal, mate.
Oh god.
You couldn't have scripted it, I tell you. It was so fun. Yeah. It was funny watching it.
That's a private moment, though, isn't it? That's
I was like,
leave him to it, or if anything, just calm him down.
I was just like, oh crikey, right? We'll I'll just go and I'll get my bags checked in. I'll have a beer upstairs, I think.
Yeah, leave them to that. That'll be okay.
But yeah,
so we've got that full of a wrestling convention coming up. That should be a good laugh.
Yeah.
And who am I meeting at that? I'm thinking I'm meeting Undertaker, obviously. Sid, I've not met before.
Sid's a good one, mate. Yeah, I haven't.
I had a ticket for Sid for last year in Leeds, but it got cancelled. So hopefully he'll make it over for this one. And Brutus Beefcake, I've never met Brutus before. Brute Eye, as the late great Gorilla said, Brute Eye's a good one to go and see. I know he's had a bit of stick off a few fans who say he's just Hogan's buddy, but you know he was a trendsetter. You know he was great, mate, and he was good in the ring as well. Exactly.
He put on a good match, considering he was gimmick. Get your words out. He was gimmick led. He could go. He was good. Like he was quite ahead of his time. I thought the style.
Yeah, and him and Greg Diamond Valentine were a good tag team.
They were very good, mate. Well. They were very good. Yeah.
Dream team.
Yeah, the dream team. There was some.
But he'll be great to meet. I think.
I think so too, mate. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not. I've met Brett and Rick are the headliners. I've met both of them guys before. Brett's really sound, and the Nate, you just never know what the Nature's going to do. Seen him so many times at different things, and sometimes he's just Rick rolling, and other times he's going nuts. But he's always good banter. I know that for sure. So
what's he said to you in the past,
Mike? Oh, I've seen him a couple of times. One that made me giggle was at Wales Comic Con. on, which was like a family-friendly gig.
Yeah.
And he's like looking for any women in the audience. He's like, if any women are here, I want to come back. I'm going to be in the Opera Bar in Chester this evening where I'm staying, and come down and have a drink with the Nate and any lucky ladies might get you ride Space Mountain. Kids then, he's
no.
cracking out the classic lines. I'm pissing myself.
Oh, Mike, I'll tell you, mate.
Yeah, and at that Intercontinental Hotel in Miami, it was. He just got his second Hall of Fame ring that evening with the Four Horsemen.
Yeah. And
his whole family were there with him, and he was having photos with Sonny first of all, posing it up.
Yeah.
And then he was sitting at a table a little bit away from the bar, and they were seriously understaffed at the bar that night. There was about 4 of them on. When bearing in mind everyone from the Hall of Fame had just come back. Like there was literally legends dotted about, and like all the current superstars there and everything. And the bar were understaffed, but the Nature was on a table away from the bar, and it was chatter, but it wasn't noisy in there.
Yeah.
And the next minute you hear, waitress. This waitress is glass collecting near the Nature table.
Yeah.
And he's holding $100 bill up, and he's like, I've got $100 bill, and it's a tip for you when you get me some drinks for the table.
Oh my
He's like cutting a Ric Flair promo on a waitress.
Oh
this woman obviously doesn't know who he is.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh no. And then, like, literally, she got him his drinks, and fair play to me, even $100 bill. But it was just like, imagine if you didn't know who he was. It's like, oh no, what's happening there?
It's crazy, mate. Oh man. Oh.
But it was legendary. It just adds to that. Who he is. He is the Nature Boy. There was a promo he cut once. I think it was on Randy Orton in about 2003. That always makes me giggle. And he's talking about how when he checked into his hotel in England, and he's like, I checked in this morning, and I had to show the woman my passport, and I said the name's Ric Flair, and she said, how do you spell that? And he goes, Famous. Famous.
Oh my God. Only him.
But oh man, he makes me giggle. He is a legend, and fair play to him. Some of his matches are just amazing.
Yeah.
If you ever watch that Nature Boy collection and stuff,
I have done.
Some cracking matches.
Yeah, man.
To think about the years he was wrestling, how many matches he had, and everything. That is, he gets it. People give wrestlers stick about stuff, but Ric Flair is a legend. He's such a character, and he might do some crazy stuff, but at the end of the day, he's done all that for the business. It's like, legend.
Testament to him, isn't it? He's a hell of a guy, mate. Hell of a guy. Right, Mike.
Have you read his book as well?
No. I'm saying I can answer that straight away. No, not obviously. No, I haven't. Come to
it's
think
a really
of it.
good one. I've read all the wrestling books. I have a collection. I've got loads of them signed and stuff. That's a good way to meet them at the the signings and stuff. So I've got the Nature's book signed there. But one of my friends will hate me for telling this story, but it's one of my favourite Ric Flair stories. We went to when they were doing the first Raw in Manchester in about 2003.
Yeah.
It was the first time it had been broadcast in the UK, and I had tickets for it. But on the 2 days before, it must have been maybe the Thursday when the show was on the Monday. On the Thursday before in Sheffield, that was when Rick was doing his book signing in W.H. Smith's.
Right.
So I was in Leeds at the time at university, so I popped over to Sheffield to meet the Nate. And one of my good friends, I won't mention him by name because he'd be embarrassed, but one of my good friends was at university there.
Yeah.
And I rang him and said, I'm going to meet the Nate. You should come down. So he was at a lecture and came down afterwards. So I'd already met Nate, got my autograph, got my book, had a photo with him and everything.
Yeah.
And my mate got there just as it was wrapping up.
Yeah.
And he got in the queue and he went up to the Nate and he was really nervous. And he said, oh, Rick, I'm really looking forward to seeing you on Monday at Raw, Rick, And Rick just looked up at him and said, do I? And my mate was like, what? next second, Rick just gestured to security, and they just came and carried me mate away.
Oh my God, man.
So I don't quite know what the misunderstanding was there.
Yeah.
But obviously, Ric Flair had thought me mate had just said something crazy to him.
He was.
And Rick's only response was, "Do I?" And then he just got carted away.
Well, your mate's the polar opposite to me with Barry Darso. Then I was too much.
You too OTT.
Yeah. So me and him are polar opposite. Like Mike, just to wrap it up, can you just repeat when the TNT show is? Give it the title. Just let the listeners know.
Yeah, of course. So we've got TNT Supreme Extreme, and it's on Thursday, the 18th of April. It's going to be a great night.
Yeah.
Tickets available now on Ringside World or through ourselves if you want to message us direct on Facebook. We've got VIP is £40, and with that you get to meet the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah.
And early entry into the show. Get to the bar, get you good seats, and then we've got normal entry tickets at £20 for this show.
Yeah.
And we are expecting it to sell out.
I think
capacity's probably going to be, I think we can hold between 400 and 500 in that venue. And I do think it's going to sell out this one. So, get yourselves down early. Get your tickets in off myself and Jay.
Yeah.
And we look forward to seeing you there. There will be an after party. It'll be a bit of a late night, that one, I think. But we've got that to look forward to. And TNT will be doing what they always do and smash it out the park.
It'll be a sellout, like you say.
That's it, yeah. And then other shows I've got coming up. I've got Wrestle Island is on the 5th of May. Yeah. Sunday the 5th of May. That's been changed venue now to that's going to be in Wallasey on the Wirral. That's a really good family-friendly show.
My family are from there, Mike.
Talent working on that, yeah. Oh well, mate, get yourself down to that. Be a good show as always. And that venue is a little bit smaller, so get your tickets in early for that because Pete's shows have all sold out for the last year or so, and this venue's a little bit smaller, so we're definitely expecting this to sell out.
Right, okay.
So if you're thinking of coming to that, get your tickets in early, and it should be a great show. We've got the For Love of Wrestling convention, 27th, 28th, hoping to catch up with everyone at that, and I'll be out and about doing my thing, so give us a shout out anytime, mate. If they do,
I tell you what, mate, if WWE want the event centre redoing, like Mooney did back in the day, I think you're the man for the job.
Yeah, mate, I'm up for doing anything like that.
That was good. Good plugging. I like it.
Oh, no worries at all, buddy. Yeah, and great to speak to you as always.
No, thank you very much, mate. I know you're busy with work and everything going on with TNT. So no, pleasure to get you on, and it's great. I love the stories, mate, and
awesome, mate.
And I like hearing about what's going on. It's great to have an update with TNT and what's going on, mate. So yes, thank you very much, Mike Maddog Angus, for coming on today.
Not a worry at all, buddy. Catch up with you soon, alright?
Take care, mate. Okay.
See you, mate. Thanks very much.
All right, bye. Bye. Big thank you to the Zangwills for supplying me with the tune New Heights in the intro. So that's Zangwills, New Heights. Get streaming, get listening. Great band. My cousin's band, and chuffed a bit that they've allowed me to use their song. Fantastic.